Yo, just my honest opinion, ain't no hating, ya. Black fist in the air, what's your rating, bruh? Ain't no capping, bitchin' about this, I'm passionate. The black indie film advocate from Minneapolis. As I study and preppin', just some thoughts from a vet's perspective. No disrespecting, but the objective, it could be whack, could be best. Maybe failure or success. D. Jones Reviews, nigga, what's up next?
What is good, people? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are back. Yo, I appreciate y'all pulling up. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. The film we are going to get into this week is Joint Custody, starring Naiya, Lilly, Scott Victor, and directed by Devon Bray. Here's the plot. Check it. A newly single father is struggling to move on with his life and co-parent his 2 kids with an ex-wife who is determined to poison his family against him. Let's get into it. Now it's time for the hit.
Here we go.
And the misses. Right off top, every time I check out a Devon Bray project, here's one thing for sure that you're gonna take to the bank. The cinematography will be on point, I promise you. And Joint Custody lives up to that expectation without a doubt. But hold on, let me break this down a little further because above it all, it really shows how Devon Bray and that entire team value top-notch production. And that's what amps up the visual appeal of this film for me. Next, relatability and levity. Those are the hallmarks of this film here. See, what Joint Custody does, it delves into the complexity of modern family dynamics with an authenticity, but within that authenticity, there's an injection of humor. And what that's going to do, that creates balance. So that way the overall message doesn't come across too preachy or heavy at all. And that's a major shout out to the writing and the entire cast for being able to pull that off. All right, yo, we here now, so I'm gonna just keep this a buck. There was a lot going on in this story, right? There were like 4 to 5 different subplots, and I think maybe 2 or 3 of them probably should have been films within themselves, as opposed to trying to take all of these different stories, different characters, and try to put them all in one film. Because in my opinion, what ended up happening is that it became a bit of overkill and even a bit distracting to the main plot. It's time for me to speak truth to power. Let me tell you what I've been hearing a lot, and I'm tired of hearing it, mainly because it perpetuates a falsehood. Actually, you know what, on second thought, I'm gonna show you instead, because I actually heard it again in this film.
You knew what you was getting into when you was hitting it raw. That weak pull-out game.
Listen here, y'all women gonna stop pull-out shaming us, because let's be clear, a lot of y'all scooch back game, guess what? Weak as hell. If you are laying on your back while we doing, you know what I mean, what we supposed to be doing, and I tell you, psst, hey, just letting you know, this is about to happen. It is now your responsibility to scooch back up off that thing. I'm so tired of y'all only blaming us, talking about our pull-out game week, and let me tell you what, it do be weak sometimes, okay? However, we're not taking sole responsibility anymore. Get your scooch back game better. In screenwriting, sometimes you'll hear that compelling drama needs to stem from conflict. And I think there's a common misinterpretation that this means shoehorning characters into heated arguments over external matters, often which don't uncover the nuances of the characters' personalities. And it's these nuances that truly lie at the core of an impactful story. And therein lies the problem with me in this film. Not only did I feel that most of the arguments, and there were a lot in this film, were entirely too long and drawn out, but in many cases, we as an audience, we were first introduced to these characters or these couples dead in the middle of their arguments without us knowing who they are, and thus not giving us a real reason to care or even be invested into what they're arguing about because we don't know them. And whoa, let me be clear. Writing arguments and screenplays can be quite the challenge because unlike traditional writing, screenplays rely on brevity and visual storytelling, leaving limited room for in-depth debates. Listen, balancing compelling dialogue with engaging visuals can be tough, as arguments need to feel authentic within the fast-paced cinematic flow of your story. Characters, oftentimes, they have to express complex ideas using just a few lines. So that's why I feel the goal is to create snappy yet impactful exchanges that not only advance the story, but also resonate with us, the audience, on a deeper level. That's why I always say, instead of writing conflict, I believe in writing conflicted. Let me break that down. I would have liked to see the two main characters have more internal conflicts because, in my opinion, that's what captures the audience attention. It's the process of growth, the evolution that takes characters from one end of the character arc to the other, showcasing a profound journey of change and development. That's what it is that we're looking for. That's what it is that we're buying into. But when you're dropping us off in the middle of arguments, it's hard for us to get there. However, despite that, joint custody overall, it does benefit from being a well-crafted screenplay that balances comedy and heart with finesse. Listen, director Devon Bray, he was definitely in his bag because he was able to skillfully maintain the film's lighthearted tone while weaving in genuine, relatable emotions that do resonate at a lot of key points with the audience throughout the film. And the supporting cast, a major shout out has to go to them because they were asked to do some heavy lifting throughout the film, and they definitely came through. And with all that being said, let's take it to the Black Fist rating.
And I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black. I'm blacker than black, yo.
All right, here we go. I am going to give Joint Custody the Black Fist rating of 3 Black Fists. Outside of that, that's all I got. Y'all know I'm gonna see you back here soon. It's your hood movie critic. Peace. So a newly single. It is hot as hell. Heavy or preachy? Oh shit. Woo. All right, let me get some water. Ooh, gotta get my life right.